Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So today we have another project pen update and I will try to keep this short and sweet even though I'm known to rumble. But I have a major headache and today is the only time I have to film this basically if I want to get it out on time. And there's an ice cream van in the background, so if you can hear it, it's close by on the street, I'm sorry. But either way, this is the Partners in Cream project pen update, which was started by Steph and Dallin. So they will be left in the description box, along with the Google spreadsheet of everyone who's participating and the playlist. So basically, as the name suggests, if you haven't seen this project before, we work on cream products just because, well, if you're like me, sometimes I forget about them even though I feel like I'm getting back into a cream phase lately. But also, you know, they expire quicker and now there's a helicopter. Honestly, what else can come by that's noisy? Yes, cream products 3 to 6. I'm working on 6 because I like to torture myself. And I think that's all you have to do. Also, it's a rolling project pen for a year, but this has been going on for a few years now. So yeah, it's a yearly project pen either way. And I think that's it. So let's hop into the updates. Okay, so let's start with the 2 products that are non-complexion related. The rest are, so the first is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the original. This is quite old now and that's where we've been last month. As you can see, it's been really low and there hasn't been a new marking this month, and purely because I'm down so much to the bottom that I cannot actually mark it. Now every time I use this I have to take this out, push it up and then scoop out a little bit that's left. Also, last month I showed you that somehow I managed to lose the applicator. I have no clue where it is. I haven't found it since, so I don't think it's in this little container or tube. If it is, it's dissolved and it's quite disgusting, so I don't want to think about it. But I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Every time I think there's barely anything left there, and to be fair, it is really flat and there is a small air bubble stuck in there as well. But, you know, my eyes are not that huge, but I use this every single day I do my makeup. I do really like it, although my eye has been watering a little bit lately, and I don't know if it's this one or allergies. I haven't figured that out yet, so I don't think it's this though, because I've been using it for a while now and I never had an issue, but either way, I hope to be done in another month. I do my makeup roughly 5 to 6 times a week, so you know I go through quite a bit of makeup if I put my mind to it, but also it's because I do my makeup a lot, so I'm hoping to be done with it soon, but it's hard to know because you don't need an awful lot in one go. Then I didn't mark this, so hold on. Okay, I'm confused, I'm back, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Naomi. Now I think they still do these, but they changed the packaging and I have no new marking, which I use this, I would say 80–90% of the time when I do my makeup, which is again roughly 5 to 6 times a week. So I don't understand how I couldn't make a new marking. Okay, I wonder if last month I maybe mismarked it, because I feel like I've used it more than I did before. So I'm hoping to show you, you know, more progress next month and we're gonna move on. But before this project, I don't think I ever actually worked on an eyebrow pencil, I don't think. So I never really noticed how long it takes. So long. So yeah, that was unsuccessful and we're gonna move on. And I have to say, this is the update that I think we can whiz past as well quickly because it's really hard to show progress with the products I use. So next up we have another Charlotte Tilbury product. It seems to be a really bougie lineup. I'm not sure what this is about my taste. But either way, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. This is in the fair to medium, and I love this. But again, similarly to the Urban Decay I showed you last month, that somehow I managed to lose the little sponge that comes at the end of this, which makes it super hard to use, and I have to say it's a lot less enjoyable. I used it today as well, not sure how much you can see. It's a really soft contour and I still think it works, I still think it does what it should, but it just makes it harder to use. So at the moment what I do is that I put a little blob on the back of my hand and then pick it up with a brush to blend it in. But while that kind of method works with a cream product, I find with the liquid it's a little bit harder, so you need quite a small precise brush so it actually goes where you want it to, because you don't apply it straight to the face, and I just don't enjoy it as much, so I find myself to have to force myself to use it, but this is still something I would repurchase. And similarly to the Urban Decay Primer Potion again, it got to the point where I can't draw a new mark because it's down all the way to the bottom. So this is where we've been the previous months and I'm literally down somewhere there. As you can see, it's really slim. Again, there's a bit of air stuck in there. I feel like with this one, I will just know it's done once I can squeeze out anymore, because at the top of it, it has like a strong plastic something. I assume like this bit, the bottom of this bit. So it's hard to know when it's actually going to be empty, but also because it doesn't have the sponge, I feel like I'm wasting quite a bit of product every time, because obviously I have to squeeze it out on my hand. And while with the sponge it sort of controlled it, this way it's just always like a blob on my hand. So I feel like I'm wasting a little bit, but I do love that product. I had it for a long time and I think this is something I would happily repurchase. It's a beautiful product. You know, I used this product before the contour and blush and highlighter ones from Charlotte Tilbury really gained fame, I guess, on TikTok or whatever. They've been around for quite a long time actually, and they're really, really nice. I've loved it for a long time, so it was just time for me to use it up, and I'm almost there. And then moving on, the last two products are both from Becca, so I should have a screen grab from this of where it was last time, and we'll show you where we are this time, because again, this is a product that's hard to track purely because it's see-through. So this is the Becca Zero Pigment Foundation. This was one of their, you know, last launches before the brand went bust, which is super sad. Praise Smashbox for bringing back some bits, but I'm not gonna necessarily miss this once it's gone. I like to use it as a sort of blurring primer, and I did mention it before. While it works, the more I use this, the more I realize I don't like it as much as, let's say, my Smashbox, the e.l.f. blurring primer, or even the Smashbox Photo Finish, to be fair, but that's a bit more silicone and slippery, whereas this one I feel like is a bit more matte. It's alright, it does the job. It's not, you know, a product that I necessarily need in my collection, but because I have it, I just want to use it up. So this is where we are now, and I will pop a picture somewhere here of where we were last month, and hopefully you can see the difference. You can see that in a few places the pot kind of like there, for example, it's a bit more shiny, so those are the bits where I've hit the bottom of it. There's still a lot of product left in there, so I can see myself trying to use this till the end of the year. I feel like this month I haven't necessarily used it as much as the previous months. I think I got a bit sick of it, but I'll try to get back into it. I have to say, lately I've been quite lazy in the mornings, and I don't think I've really used primers, or if I did, I used glowy primers, so that was not one of them. And then the last product is the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer in the shade Fair. So even though I am really pale, and this is the second lightest color, this is too dark for me at the moment. So not even though, it's because I'm pale. What I do with this is that I use a little bit in the inner corners of my eye to use it as a kind of color corrector, and then use a slightly lighter concealer that actually matches my skin on top of it. And that's how I use it. Now, I did mention last time that it's getting drier and drier and drier. That's still true. So once it gets too dry, or I can't scrape out anymore, I'm gonna say goodbye to this. At the moment, I had to take the stopper out last month, so I feel like it's really hard for you to see, but you can definitely see, you know, it's really empty. Like, I will put the brush in there, so I don't know how much you can see me moving it around. I feel like it's quite hard to show on camera, but either way, it's a really empty product, so hopefully by the end of next month I can roll this out and roll the lightest shade I have in. We'll see. Hopefully that's it really today. So I hope this was not too disappointing. I find like the products that I chose this time around are a bit hard to show progress with, but you know, I used all of them. I'm hoping to be able to roll at least 2 of these out, like the eye primer, and maybe 3 of them. These 3 I think I will be able to roll out, if not next month, the month after, and I feel like the eyebrow pencil and the Becca Zero pigment will take me a little bit longer, but I promise you not to keep you for long. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me. I do project pens, first impressions, reviews, all beauty related content, so you know, it would mean a lot to me. But for now, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day and check out the others in this project, and I'm gonna go now. Bye!